I was searching recently in the mid of August, there are 30 plus tools. UI design tools were shut down. Very few tools are out there in the market currently. So future what will happen, UX, UI designer along with AI is also added advantage.
What's the best way to handle negative feedback? I get some criticism about my design. Sometimes I get fed up about it.
Criticism is different, feedback is different, observation is different. So whenever I am sharing the feedback, it's not a feedback. Basically, I used to use the terminology called observations. I was working with one project. Most of the questions what happened already they were raised in the call center. Everything was solved. Finally, I was asking one simple question. How do you access the data? They simply took the tab and they are showcasing the data. I don't have any other, we are in the middle of the project, almost completion of the project. So who made the decisions? Client. So we make them understand now why you made a decision, web app and mobile app. The real user is using the tab only. As a designer, we have to prove with evidence.
As a UI UX designer, should I be scared of AI or not? Will it replace my job?
Not at all. So basically AI is helping us. So it will be simplifying or it help us to reduce our repeated mundane jobs. So that it will be very, what do you call it, kind of a sophisticated assistant. So that is how I am looking into that. So even though we are doing a lot of research, we are collecting a lot of data. So with the help of AI, we can feed this data to the AI and we can quickly grasp the summaries of the data. That is one advantage for the research part. So something like we can use Notebook LM, even ChatGPT or Perplexity. So we can use. So we are doing a physical data gathering. In that data, we can upload it to any one of the AI. We'll collect the summarized one. So that is one area. Second one, design tools, UI design. So UI design, I can understand a lot of UI design tools were there, but I was searching recently in the mid of August, there are 30 plus tools. UI design tools were shut down. Very few tools are out there in the market currently. Google Stitch is there and Whistly is there. So Google Stitch, what happened? We have to use these AI design tools for only 3 scenarios. So the first scenario, if you are a student currently studying for UX UI, then what you can do? You can use these tools to get the data. Reason, you don't know how the web-based application is look-alike. So predominantly all the students, they are using for mobile-based applications. So they don't know how the web app is looking. For example, that aggregator platform. So something like Swiggy or Zomato kind of an aggregator platform, what kind of a data they are seeing. So in that scenario, those students, they can effectively using this AI-based UI design tools, they get the data. They can use Lovable Dev, even Figma Make. So a lot of tools are available, but only for the data perspective. These AI tools are giving the design, but this is not a final design. We cannot directly handing over to the development team and ask them to develop. So these are very basic level, or somewhere it gives if you are working on rephrase the prompt again and again, it will give you the design. But it's not the
final version.
A man-made or human-made design.
It doesn't have this touch.
Yes, that touch is missing. So that lag of empathy. So we can take it as a base version. From that, being a designer, we have to develop further. So this is one scenario. The second scenario, I have to meet the client and I know the high-level scope of the project. Now I have to impress him. So going and meeting the client with the empty-handed or paper-based, the old method, I can show something. So in that scenario, this AI-based UI design tools are helping me to pitch. So that is a second scenario. Third one, again the same scenario, the client is asking for proof of concept, whether you know this domain or not. So most of the companies, what happened, they are giving this POC. It's a proof of concept to the pitching to the clients, getting the projects. So during that time, they don't know, see everybody, they doesn't know everything about all the domains.
Exactly.
See, even over a period of 25 years, I know only 20 domains, 9 industries. A lot of things I am not touched. So even I am not working on any airways or airport or the flight based projects. So totally new to me. See, flight ticket booking anybody can do,
Yes.
but the operations, that back
We have
end.
to understand everything.
So in that scenario, how we have to? So we have to get the help from the AI, get the data points,
Okay.
get some skeleton,
Okay.
then we have to do the designs. But finally, AIs are only for helping to us speed up the process.
Got it.
That's it, not more than that. So it will not hijack anyone's job.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the
So
main
don't
thing
worry
everyone
about.
worry about.
Yeah. So no need to worry about it.
Okay.
We have to use wisely. So future what will happen, UX UI designer along with AI is also added advantage. So if you know AI, then how to handle the AI,
That's a better.
better way is in increasing your job opportunity.
Okay. So knowing AI is an added skill.
Added skill.
Okay.
It's not completely replacing.
Okay. So if we are a basic designer, we have to worry about AI. Otherwise, we don't need to worry about AI. AI is not that scary.
Yeah.
Okay. So next thing is, what's the best way to handle negative feedback? So as a freelancer, I get some criticism about my design. Sometimes I get fed up about it. So I started thinking about it, like I even myself doubts about my designing skills and all. Those things may happen and those are very stressful. So how to handle it and how to take a criticism?
So there are three things are there. Criticism is different. Feedback is different. Observation is different. So whenever I am sharing the feedback, it's not a feedback. Basically, I used to use the terminology called observations. So being an UX designer, we have to share our observations, not the feedback or the critic. Even as a mentor, we can share our observations. Observations in the sense, we found something and we tell them very polite manner. That is the best way. So criticism in the sense, they are an expert. They are completely tear off your skills and everything.
Just a second.
That is the critic. Feedback is basically speaking, the clients are sharing their insights, knowledge. That is a feedback. So now you have to tell me which one you want, feedback or criticism, handling the things.
I want to get how to handle the feedbacks.
Feedbacks.
Like a negative feedback.
See, feedback in the sense, it's not necessary, it could be positive or negative, it's a feedback, right? So we have to take it into that fashion. No need to think about is a positive or a negative.
Okay.
Being an UX designer, always we have to act as a neutral. So no positive, no negative.
Okay.
Balanced, center. Even though the client is saying is good, I am always concerned about if the client is saying good, then only I have to start thinking about it.
Okay.
Because I am not working for the client, I am working for the user. If the client says good, then what the user will say. So there is no positive or negative. We need to handle it. So who is giving the feedback and what kind of a feedback they are providing. So really, if the client has too much of knowledge, expertise on their domain, and if they are giving a constructive feedback,
Constructive.
that is very important.
Yes.
So they are saying that my business is so much of into this domain. In this screen, my user is having or not, they never say user. I want only this kind of a feature should be there. I am seeing somewhere in my competitors, they are using this feature. Why don't you include that feature into this? Mostly this is how conversation or that is how the people see, they don't know. Basically the user is what they are doing. They are trying to success their business, success their app predominantly. Other hand, if you are working for the B2B, then that is a different story. For example, if I'm working for any banking related projects, there is a product manager nowadays. So then we have a debate. That is a different dialogues. That's a different. But if you are working with another agencies or another client, it's a direct client. The client is not a non-tech person. Then being a designer, we have to understand why he wants that. We need to evaluate. We need to think about the possibilities. So then we have to really check the competitors. So why he is asking for that. So that is we can take it. If it is from the B2B sector, another product manager or another product designer, he is also involving, he is also knowing about UX UI design. Then we need to have a detailed data driven.
Okay.
So how many people were clicked, how many people were opened. So in those kind of stuff we need to analyze Accordingly, we can take decisions. Even I was working with one project. So in that project is about a mutual fund from the very popular fund house in India. It's a long back. So in that, they want one web application, one mobile application, that's it. And one marketing landing page. So this was a project. First we start with the landing page. This is basically for the mutual fund advices application. So we need a data. Their side they have a product manager. That product manager having the huge set of call center queries. So the mutual fund advisors, they are calling, they have some doubts and queries. So whatever the calls landed in the call centers, that data they have. All that, based on that, they were working on the problems, solutions. So I'm not involving any of the UX part. So they gave me a high level draft wireframe also, including flow also. Then what is my role? Only UI design. So I checked with them, no, I need to at least do some UX research. Design is ultimate, right? I can understand. So I can understand you have a huge set of client or the call center, the support side, the questions, 1300 plus questions. They show all the data. I visited to Mumbai. I was there for almost 7 days. So 1300 plus questions and how they are deriving this. They show me entire process. Then only I agree. Okay, they made a very comprehensive research, the data points. Okay, fine, we have to respect. Now it's a popular fund house. So as a design agency, we have to accept that project. Okay, fine. But finally what happened, I want to understand the user. So we start the project. First we complete the landing page. We ship for development. So fund house, they have a different development team. So we hand over to them. Then we started web app. That is also we ship to their dev team. Then finally, what happened? I got an opportunity. Every weekly we have a Tuesday review meetings. So review meetings in generally that button branding, few things we improvise the wireframes area, a few things we are totally change the layout and the structure of the apps. They do agree. A few area we had a debate. Few area we have a 3 to 4 revisions. That is all okay. So finally we met the user once we complete the web apps. Then I met the users and I was checked with them. So most of the questions what happened already they were raised in the call center. Everything was solved. Finally, I was asking one simple question. How do you access the data? The reason is that mutual fund advisors on behalf of the customer, they are investing to this fund house and they are showcasing the data. Finally, what happened? They simply took the tab and they are showcasing the data. Then I was checked with them why you are not using laptop. So initial days laptops are easy, but weight and charge, battery. Then why don't mobile? So mobile basically speaking is a very tiny device. So we need to showcase the tables, the growth, graph.
That's a difficult thing.
So tab is convenient. So now I don't have any other, we are in the middle of the project, almost completion of the project. So who made the decisions? Client. So we make them understand now why you made a decision, web app and a mobile app. But the real user is using the tab only.
How would it depend?
So we need to prove. As a designer, we have to prove. We have to prove with evidence. If anybody talking about the feedbacks, yes, we do agree, but we need to do the research and we need to prove. Sometimes we need to conduct the A/B testing. Various methods are there. So don't take everything as whatever they are saying, you don't get negativity and going down. No, it's not like that. So this is how we have to. Finally, they made a decision based upon their competitors. So competitor, recent past, they roll out one web app and a mobile app for their mutual fund advisors. So they are also want to do that. So that is even though a product manager, right, and big fund house, B2B sector, they had similar. Even I was working one project, it's about, we were working with a sprint basis, weekly sprint. Again, it's a B2B, but it's a healthcare project tracking app. So team was completely handling and working on the project, but finally what happened, they got stuck up with one sprint. So they wouldn't inform me. The sprint also got He extended. Then I dive into the project. What happened with that? Then team was informed me that we are finding the problem with the navigation system. Then I again checked with the client side. So again I was revisit the stakeholder interviews, and again I met the clients. Then the client side, they were saying that in this particular screen we had a problem. There are 8 interactions. Currently we do have a 12 interactions. 12 interactions in the sense 12 clicks in the web applications. So to access or retrieve one specific information, it took about 12 clicks.
For one information.
Getting one information, that one resource is available or not. So they are into the header level menu, then the sidebar one menu is coming. In that sidebar, they are going to the next level sidebar and the another sidebar. Again, they have to track how many projects that specific resource is being involved and how. So that is from 12 to 8 we reduced, but we try to achieve through 4 clicks.
That's a goal.
That's a goal. It took about 1.5 month period with almost 30 to 40 revisions.
Okay.
Ultimatum is the user need a sophistication without having any confusions, has to working on it. So any other way is there. So I was working on finally that time only the Gantt chart. It was implemented in the year 2019, I think, as a coding level. So we had to check that feasibility also. So then I was diving into that. Then I'm not working on the system. I'm working on my whiteboard drawing. So in a matter of 4 interactions, we can able to achieve. So that is also there. So feedback, who is giving?
That's the matter.
And what is the objective of the feedback? That is very important. So that is very, very important. If they are talking about chumma something like, I don't like it, I don't want the design revisions. So then we need to understand why, which part is not work well. So why don't we test with the users, right? So that is also we can do that. Earlier what happened, being a graphic design time, visual design time, if the client wants something, we know the design sense and everything. So the design looks good. But the client wants something, we'll produce the same.
Yeah.
End of the day, if we couldn't convince them, this is the thing you want, okay, we'll give.
You get it.
You get it. And then finally what happened, they have the comparison. Then finally the management, somebody will come and tell you why you are doing this. So that is also happened. So being a designer, that feedback is part of a life. So no need to worry about it.
So we don't need to take it any personally.
Yeah, that is how. But current generations that, 2K kids and all, if you are talking about the feedbacks, and they are pampering with too much. So then the first time we are sharing that observations, that is why I am very carefully saying that is an observation, it's not a feedback.
Yes.
That also the people, they took it very
personally.
They're
getting affected.
Yes.
Why? I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? They get confused about it. Nothing wrong about it. So we have to practice how to give a feedback. Okay.
Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. So who is giving the feedback? That is very important. If it is a student, if you are a student, who is giving the feedback? If your friends are giving the feedback, then don't listen.
Don't take it personally.
If your mentor is giving the feedback, then you have to think about it. Why the mentor is giving this feedback? So for your improvements.
Yes, of course.
So that is very important. If you are going to attend any other design-a-thons and if you are getting the feedbacks from those people, if it is a genuine one, you can take it forward. Otherwise, not required. So already I talked about this topic specifically in a detailed manner. Anyways,
okay.
all right.
All right, sir.